And we are on air.
Hi guys, my name's Brianna and today I thought we'd take a look through all of my shoes, so let's get right into the video. So I feel like lately I've been kind of showing you guys all that I have of different groups of things. I've gone through my candles and my mugs and things like that. Hate to be a stereotypical lady, but I love my shoes. So I thought it would be fun to show you guys them, and I was inspired to do shoes specifically because I was going through my shoes and getting rid of some of the ones that I don't wear anymore so I can donate them. So without any further ado, let's get started. Okay, so I thought we would start with my Converse. These are just my plain old black and white ones. Normal Converse original. I do wear them pretty frequently though, but there is one pair that I wear more often than this, just because sometimes when I'm going for the all black look, I want the all black look, so no white detailing at all. So let's jump to those. Great, so here we are, my all black Converse. These are probably in my top 3 favorite shoes that I own. These are the one shoes that I have that I wear so often I actually have to replace them every now and then because they get ruined. I would say my most worn shoes, these first 2 pairs of Converse are definitely in that category. There is 2 more pairs of Converse I have that I'm going to show you guys as well, but those are more so for when I'm wearing something they match a little bit more. I don't wear them just to wear them, whereas the black and white ones I can wear almost with anything. So time for the next ones. Here we are. So these are my blue and yellow Converse. They're actually limited edition Impractical Jokers shoes. They were meant for my grandma, but she said she would never wear them, and I wear Converse pretty regularly, so she gave them to me. They're just like blue with yellow detailing on the little things where the laces go, but on the tongue of it, it says Impractical Jokers, but to me, that's just a novelty. It doesn't really make a difference for wearing the shoes. I just like the shoes. These are one of my go-tos when I wear my blue dresses that I have. I have quite a few, but again, these are the shoes I wear only when I wear blue clothes. I don't really mix match with these much, but they're also not the only shoes I wear with my blue outfits because they are a little bit inconvenient. I don't know if you guys can tell compared to the other shoes, but they are a little bit bigger, which means they don't exactly fit me. That's because they were for my grandma, not for me. So I have to make them a little extra tight so they don't slip around, but there's still lots of wiggle room in here. So I have another pair of blue Converse that I wear sometimes instead of these. So let me show you those. And here we are. So these are the last pair of Converse, but they're actually not really Converse. They're knockoffs, so they don't have any of the logos on them or anything. They're Joe Boxer shoes. They're just in the same style as Converse, so I like them a lot. And they're much easier to get on since they actually fit me properly and I don't have to do anything crazy with the laces, making them tight or anything. I can actually just slip these on and off because they're low tops, although I do usually prefer high tops, but again, they're perfect for all the blue outfits that I wear and stuff like that, but they are getting a little bit old and dirty, so it might be time for me to try bleaching the white parts of them, but I have not been so good at that in the past, so we'll see. Otherwise, maybe pretty soon it'll be time to just retire them and either get new ones or just stick to my other Converse. So since this was the last pair of Converse, but they're not really Converse, I thought we would switch to the rest of my sneakers next, so let's go. And here is the next sneakers. These ones, they're just plain white with a little bit of detailing. I like to wear them when I'm wearing anything like brown or orange because of this front detailing. But I actually got these shoes as some sort of a coincidence. I was going somewhere with a friend. I'm gonna be a little bit vague here, but where I was going, I needed sneakers, and we were also going to do this activity as kind of a debrief because of some emotional turmoil going on with a particular person. So we stopped into Target to get some sneakers for for what we were going to do. And I found this pair of sneakers, which I don't think they sell anymore, but they actually had the same name as the person I was having some emotional turmoil over. So we all kind of laughed and said it was like a sign and I was meant to buy these sneakers and blah blah blah. So that's how I ended up with them, and they're one of my go-tos now, especially because they're so easy to get on. You can just slip them on and off even though they have laces. It doesn't really matter. So far what I've shown you, my like go-tos, the shoes that stay here by the front door instead of going away in my closet, would be the all black Converse, the black and white Converse, and these. So let's keep going to the next sneakers. And we're back to all black shoes. I actually never wear these shoes. They were my work shoes for when I worked at Taco Bell. They have the special kind of grippy stuff on the bottom. I don't know if you guys can see. They're also super comfortable and great for being on your feet for hours on end. I mostly just keep these in case I ever go back to a job like that where I need these kind of shoes, or if I have any sort of event I'm going to that is casual wear and I'm going to be on my feet for a while. But these are like backup shoes. I basically never wear them, but there was a time where I was wearing them almost every day of my life. So that's that. And this is the last of my like traditional lace-up type sneakers. But since the last few lace-up sneakers have also been slip-ons, I thought we should go to my slip-on shoes next. So let's go. And here we are, a pair of checkered Vans. I have always been a Converse girly, so these are the only Vans that I own. But these are the shoes that made me love Vans and consider getting more Vans. But I don't wear them that often because they are checkered, even though that's what I wanted and I love them and I try to wear them as often as possible. I wear patterned clothes sometimes and they just don't match, but I try to wear them as often as I can because they're super cute and super comfortable and I love them. But let's go to the next one. So these are shoes I actually absolutely never wear anymore, but I will also never get rid of them. They're these sparkly shoes that say whatever on them if you look at them from the top. I got these shoes specifically for Pride, the first time I ever went to Pride. I didn't get them to wear every day or anything like that. They were for my particular outfit, and I do think they went with the outfit really well, and they were really cute. And because they were from my first time ever going to Pride, I will never get rid of them. They will probably at some point move over from my shoes to my memories. I just haven't made that switch yet, but they are kind of cute. But even though I'd never really wear them, they're kind of worn down, but who knows. Now let's move on to my Crocs. Here are my black Crocs. These are the ones I've had for the longest, and they have a couple charms on them. I don't move the charms around ever, so these charms go for these shoes and always stay in these spots. This one has a baseball charm that Aiden found and gave to me, and this one, it's like a bear or something. I don't exactly know what it is, but it was gifted to me last Christmas when I went to visit the Murphys on one side of my family, on my dad's side of the family. So now I have two charms. So I wear these very frequently as well. They also stay by the door over here for me, as well as my other Crocs. Basically, Crocs stay by the door because these are what I wear the most because they're nice and easy to slip on if I'm running out the door or just picking Joey up from work or little errands here and there. So next ones. Then these Crocs I got for Christmas last year. Just plain red Crocs. My only colored pair of Crocs because I only have two pairs of Crocs. But they are my favorite color to have colored for Crocs. I do want more though because I would like to be able to wear Crocs all the time with any outfit, and it would be cool to coordinate that. But for now, this is the only coordination I can do, red when I wear a red outfit. But I was a Croc hater for a long time. We just kind of thought they were dumb, and then I actually started wearing them and they're great. So if you don't like Crocs, give them another try. But now we're gonna move on to my boots. So let's go. Here we are. These are my Doc Martens and my absolute favorite and most worn shoes. And these are the last pair I'm going to show you that are part of my everydays that stay near the front door because I wear them so frequently. I love these so much because they're comfortable, practical, but I feel like they're nice enough to wear when I'm dressed nicely. You know, like if I'm wearing a dress and I'm going out to eat, do I want to wear Crocs? Sure, but should I? No. But these are a good compromise nice because they match the outfit and they don't dress it down so much while still being super comfy, and I love them. I want to get some different kinds of Doc Martens, but Doc Martens are kind of expensive, so this is all we got for now. Now we're gonna move on to my boots and booties that have wedges and heels and that kind of thing. So let's go. And here we are. These are the only ones that I think come slightly out of frame. They're my only boots that come pretty high up on my leg, but that makes them perfect for winter if I need to dress up or anything like that. They have these buckles on the outside that are kind of pointless. They're just for show because on the inside it has a zipper, but they're pretty comfortable and warm and nice, so I do like them in the winter, but I don't wear them too often. All of the shoes I'm about to show you for the rest of the video are my more fancier shoes that I don't wear so often. But there are a couple go-tos when it comes to fancy events, and I'll point those out as we go. So, next one. These are like my go-to fancier shoes because I don't need to worry about my toes being painted or anything like that. I get to wear socks. And yeah, the heels are kind of high, but you get used to them. And to be honest, anytime I go to an event where I'm wearing heels, I end up taking my shoes off halfway through the day anyways. So it is what it is, but they're cute. They match almost anything, so that's why I tend to wear them a lot when I go to events and stuff. But on to the next. And these ones are pretty similar to the last ones, but not as high and a wedge as opposed to a heel. They're much more comfortable, but I feel like they don't look as fancy for events and stuff, so I would be less likely to grab them, but they're pretty comfortable, so if it's something where I'm gonna have to keep my shoes on the whole entire time, this could be a good option. But on to the next. Now these are also similar to the last, where it's a wedge instead of a heel and not too high. And they are super cute, but them being this muted brown color, they don't match too many things, so they're not going to be a common pick, but I do really like them. I'm not the biggest fan of the zipper being frilly like that, but it's not going to be something that would make me say no to these shoes, so it is what it is. And now we're moving on to the fateful open-toed shoes for the rest of this. Don't mind the fact that my toes are not painted. Usually they would be if I'm wearing these out or something like that, but let's go. And this is the last of the wedges. It's pretty cute, but it's not a full boot, so there's no real support in the back. These straps are just so they don't fall off. They don't actually offer any support at all. So although these are super cute and I do really like them, they're not something you're gonna see me wearing often just because they are not comfortable at all, and for a wedge, they're pretty high. And like I said, with no support being on something this high, even if I can manage it, it's not comfortable. I'm not gonna want to. So now the rest of these are full-on heels, and those are preserved for very special fancy events. So let's check them out. And here we are with the first full-on heel. I think these are super cute, but they are red, and I don't necessarily like my shoes to be the statement piece. I like them to just go with what I'm wearing. So they are the least likely to be picked, but if I am wearing a red dress, they do have a red bow, which would match pretty cutely. So I'm not opposed to wearing them, just not a go-to for sure. And they're not comfortable in the slightest, but I can manage them if needed. So on to the next, I suppose. So these are my only black heels. So if I'm going someplace super fancy, these are going to be my number one go-tos. However, they are incredibly uncomfortable, so I will avoid it if possible. Them being lace up and very strappy leads to big indentations in my foot at the end of the night of lines of where every strap is and where every lace is, which makes them awful. As opposed to being a pretty high of a heel, just leads to an overall uncomfortable experience, but I can manage it if I have to. And now we're on to our last heel and our last shoe, so let's go. So these are the last shoes, and actually my favorite. They are these rose gold sparkly heels with 3 straps across the front front that are sparkly as well. And even though these are my favorite, I actually bought them for one particular event and haven't worn them for anything else since. These were my prom shoes. My dress was black, but all of my accessories were rose gold. And I absolutely adore these shoes. These are the exact shoes I had been thinking of and dreaming of for prom for a long time. And now I have them, and I've had them for years, and they're kind of too fancy and too sparkly that I never know what kind of event to wear them to, but I adore them and I will never get rid of them. So yeah, that was all my shoes. You guys can comment down below which ones were your favorites and what you thought about all of them. And also let me know what other kind of videos you guys would want to see, like if I should walk you through all the books I have or all the games I have or anything like that, what kind of things you guys would be interested in seeing. But for now, that's it for today's video. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Happy VEDO, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.